We appear to be.
Now, somebody post on the page real quick for me, please. If you will.
I can. Now, can they hear us right now?
Yes, they can hear you.
Oh. Well, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and brothers of Phi Mu Alpha.
Or
My name's Joe.
Or just people watching.
Or just any viewer who doesn't fit that description watching. My name's Joe Biscuit Hat Sereno, and I'm joined with Rafal Guadish, and oh boy, Hero Hoagie. What's your last name?
Close enough.
Close enough. And we are in for week 2 of the spring split of season 5 of PMALCS. We got a really good match between YALL, or You All Are Losing Lane, really good, and FAP, or Fantastic Anime Personality. Very excited about this one, mainly because of the names of both teams, but Rafal or Hoagie
Yes.
matchup here tonight.
You're lagging in and out, sir.
Oh, yikes. Well,
Give us a hot second as we tend to any possible technical difficulties.
I threw some food at my hamster in my computer. Hopefully that'll help. Not sure if it'll work though.
You just have to download more RAM. I don't think it's that hard to do it.
Yeah, BRB taking a quick PMA LCS pause.
Classic. The classic.
But yeah, I mean, is there anything?
Well, the teams appear to be ready to go into draft, so I don't know if we can preface it much more.
I don't know either.
As the draft actually begins, so
where is the draft? Is it
in the chat for the game?
A
So let me move on. Let me. I'm not ready yet for the pick ban.
Oh, well, the pick ban has begun. So, as we begin to transition our screen to the pick bans, I will simply begin explaining what I have seen. It has started with a Kaisa ban and a Cassiopeia ban
First of
from
all, I'm not in the same.
fantastic anime personalities, and a Nico ban from YALL. I have yet to see a Nico in my solo queue games. I have heard she's not great, but
she might not be, but in the wrong hands, she can be. I feel
suppose.
like.
I guess in the hands of Rip Lolly Hentai, who I think is their support. I think.
Maybe. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
we have another support ban coming in. For the side of FAP, they banned the Zyra, and YALL returns with a Garen ban here, trying to ban out FAP's top laner, who I'm unsure of right now.
As far as I know, it is Chad Penguin, but for all I know, it could be literally anybody. It also appears that Neil the Steel will be subbing in for FAP this game, and will be playing the K in a pick that he very much likes. As YALL pick, the Cyan and the Lysandra, two very, very popular, comfortable picks in the meta right now, so not revealing too much about their team comp at the moment.
No, I think these picks right here for y'all very strong. A lot of CC, a lot of engage, a lot of disengage too. Definitely like what y'all is kind of brewing in their little coffee shop right now. As we have the Shen pick for FAP, they are flexing the support and top pick, as I believe both are proficient.
Yeah, Rip Lolly Hentai is quite known for his Shen. He got Diamond on Shen. Shen was banned from him pretty much all of the last split. So whether he's going top or support, it will likely be for him.
Yeah. Well, then maybe
And a
that was a.
spicy Vayne pick coming in.
Ooh.
Chad Penguin was showing off that he got the new Vayne skin, the Prestige Vayne skin in his shop recently.
He also said to not ban Vayne in the casters chat, and y'all let it slip. So
yeah, the odds that it's Chad Penguin and Ripoll Hentai in the bot lane to me is pretty high, and they, with that combination of two champions that they're both very comfortable on, could prove to be devastating against YALL.
Yeah, I'm very, very shocked that both of those picks kind of slipped through the cracks here, as we have the Ezreal pick coming in for YALL. Ezreal, as we all know right now, is pretty busted. One of the best AD carries, in my opinion, in LOL Tyler 1's opinion, too.
Yeah, y'all continuing to have just not really revealing anything weird. Pretty simple picks. Nothing out of the ordinary so far.
Yeah, definitely. I think FAP is kind of going for the more spicy, the more pocket pick route, whereas YALL is looking for, kind of the meta. They're playing the meta. They're playing team fight oriented champs. I mean, FAP has, the Shen, which is definitely very team oriented as well. But going off of that, we have two support bands coming in for FAP. Thresh and Morgana here, while y'all ban out the Jace and Urgot Rafal. What do you think these bans are going to do for these picks here?
I mean, FAP is very clearly targeting the bot lane of YALL. Even with the Cassiopeia pick, Cvan's been spamming in the bot lane. And then banning 3 supports who are very good at getting picks. So clearly just trying to provide best possible opportunity to get this Vayne going, removing any support champs that can easily pick her off or catch her out. So I'd be surprised if FAP's team comp wasn't primarily just revolving around getting that Vayne going, helping her carry. With an Elise pick, finally something a little spicy coming out of YALL. More variety.
Again, I think she's pretty strong right now in the jungle, depending, how you look at it. I think she has a really strong early game here. As the Karthus comes in for FAP, again, we're a lot of flex picks here. We don't really know where everybody's going yet.
I'd say Karthus likely in the mid lane, especially with this Yorick pick.
Oh, yeah, Kayn was picked. Whoops. So, Yorick being hovered right now kind of solidifies their team comp. I think they're, again, going for some, pocket picks, champs that are relatively easier to play, maybe.
Yeah, they do have 2 global ultimates, with the Karthus providing damage and the Shen providing protection. With Vayne and Yorick, who both really want to be splitting, looking for some 1v1s. So, it looks like FAP is very much gravitating towards putting someone into a split pushing position. As YALL picks the Bard, a pick that I know Slugga very, very much likes, which can provide effective picks, which can counter a split push by ulting the turret, ulting the split pusher. So with the Bard, honestly, a very, very smart choice against the split pushing team comp. The Ezreal with the ult, smart against the split pushing team comp. But if FAP can get going, I mean, it could be overwhelming for YALL with all the different directions that they may be, pulled to just to stop the Vayne and the Yorick from splitting, especially with the Shen's pressure to appear anywhere on the map that he wants.
Yeah, definitely got to agree. However, I will say that I really like the kind of strategy y'all's going for again there. Like I said earlier, I think they're more team orientated, and if they don't let FAP snowball early, because the Karthus snowballs, the Vayne snowballs, Kayn snowballs, I even want to say Yorick can too, because he could really, like you said, split push super hard here if he gets ahead and plays pretty well macro. So, but I think YALL is going to be fine as long as they win the 5v fights and as long as they're going to be able to out-rotate or at least, take the Yorick into consideration for those split push split pushes, I guess, as well as the side. Oh, what's up?
Oh, sorry, you can finish.
Oh, thanks. So I don't know. I think both team comps have very different win conditions, in my opinion, and it really is just going to be up to the teams to figure out what those are, and then to exploit them to win the game and bring home the W.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think y'all's team comp. I mean, I really don't think it'll be as effective in a 5v5 as something when fighting against like the Karthus, especially if the Bane is able to just kind of be on the outskirts of the fights, putting damage in, wearing people down. But I do think that y'all's pick potential is very, very high with the Lissandra ult, the Elise Cocoon, the Bard Q, and the Bard ult. I think that what y'all, if both team comps are working optimally, FAP is looking to get split pushing going, and y'all is looking to catch them on a split push rotation, and get rolling from there. I think y'all is really going to be looking to get some picks, catch people out. But if FAP is able to play safely, play intelligently, and again, that Shen is going to be super, super helpful. If these guys are trying to get picks on the side against FAP from the side of y'all, it could negate any pick potential coming from the Lissandra or the Elise. The Shen can respond effectively. So, I mean, yeah, I think both team comps very much have ways to have their own win conditions, very different win conditions. Both have the opportunity to
look back,
negate the other team's win conditions. So I think it really just comes down to execution at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with you more. Sounds like we're kind of saying the same thing.
Just disagree with me more.
Wait, what?
You said disagree with me more?
No, I said I couldn't agree.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute.
Couldn't disagree.
What did I say, y'all?
Kaligi in the chats thing, checking in abroad. You better cast the F out of this game, Dad. Thank you, son.
Hey, Kaligi. Happy to have you here, Kaligi. Rookie for this split. What team is Kaligi on? Do we know? I know he's on Bear Junior's team. That's all I know.
I think is their I forget what their name is. They changed their name, and now it's a combination of all their names. So I honestly don't know. But I know they have a game tonight, soon after this one starts. So if somehow Joe and I bore you, there is another game to check out. But hopefully, we don't.
To interject
Hey.
Caligula Bobway.
Caligma Bobway.
Caligma?
Caligma Bobway.
Can I get a ligma in the chat?
No, I'm gonna go
So-
to the abyss. Goodbye.
So Rafal, we kind of talked about like their win conditions, their team comps. Who do you think is going to take game one here? Looking, at these picks, at these bans, some summoner spells. Give me your thoughts here. Who's winning game one?
I think. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look at like the lane matchups just to see who has the potential to which lane has more of a possibility to snowball based on just the player matchups. And honestly, none of them come off as like brutally one-sided. I mean, obviously, Ripal Lally Hentai is an incredibly strong player on his best champion, playing with Champ Penguin, who very much likes to play on as a Chad.
As a Chad.
But, I mean, Slaga Sasha and Steven are not a bot lane to scoff at. At the same time, Neil the Steel is playing against Sarah Cruz. Sarah Cruz, I think, was ranked higher, but I think Neil the Steel very much can step up, especially since he's also on his favorite champion. Looking at the top lane, it is Iron 4 Noob versus Derpin Panda. Is Derpin Panda a newer player, or do I just not recognize him?
Honestly, it might be a little bit of both. I'm not familiar with Derpin, Panda as well. I'm not sure if that was a name change or if he is a new player. So yeah, I'm unsure. I believe he's gold.
Yeah.
Interjecting here, he's actually a newer player as well. I think he was silver last season.
Okay, cool. Well, again, yeah.
So a newer player. Also in terms of just like, I mean, at least it's going off of rank, pretty even matchup. And then in the mid lane, Rob versus Juice Eurydice. I don't know a ton about Juice Eurydice either. But I mean, Karthus versus Lysandra is by no means a very exciting mid lane matchup. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I think especially seeing who got put onto which role, especially from the side of FAP, just knowing the right, like, obviously just based off of the rank and the experience of the players, no lane stands out as, oh, this person should probably crush this person. It really will just come down to execution. If FAP can get their split push going, which definitely will take longer than YALL getting their picks going, because as soon as YALL hits 6, that Lysandra can be teleporting, that Bard can be ulting, trying to get some picks going, and even early on with the Elise ganks. And FAP really needs a lot more time for York to get a couple items, so he's not too squishy, for Karthus to be blowing people up, for Vayne to be blowing people up. So I think that FAP needs to build up some early pressure in this game, because the win conditions for YALL become attainable much sooner than they will for FAP, in my opinion.
Going off of that, I think since we're in the new loading screen right now, Rafal, if Hoagie, if you don't mind clicking on everybody's masteries, I would love to see how experienced everybody is on their main accounts for these champions. And right off the bat, something that really sticks out to me here, and who has the most mastery points on his champion, is actually Chad Penguin on the Vayne. So, like he said in the shoutcasting chat, and like what we said before, him getting Vayne is a very, crucial portion, I think, for FAP, since he should be able to hard carry this game. I mean, just by running the numbers here, quickly in my head, doing some quick math.
By running the numbers, it's 500,000 mastery score versus 200,000. So, definitely a pretty big difference.
Yeah, exactly. And
but I'm sure we have all played on solo queue against someone with a very high mastery score and found them to be horrible on their champions. So, not to say that Ripoli Hentai and Chad Penguin will play horribly, but you can't always assume based on mastery score.
I will say this, though. I am really excited to see what this Firecracker Vayne skin is all about here.
True.
Hopefully it's worth the 1,000 lunar points here. And hopefully it's, the ultimate reason why FAP wins the game. I mean, maybe it's one of those skins.
Does win the skin game. Those bot lane skins combined are worth a fair amount of money.
Oh, and then you have the Odyssey Kane skin, which, in my opinion, I think is one of the better Kane skins.
It's like 2 Kane skins, so it definitely is one of the better ones.
So again,
Yeah. Rob coming out with the statue of Karthus, which has unfortunately been nerfed as a skin. If you do, I think it's your control 3. Normally Karthus like screeches, and like plays his staff like a guitar, but on this skin he has the shriek of a bald eagle. Because it's the statue of Karthus skin. That skin used to have a bug where if you press Control 3, it was a global taunt. So you could just be in the fog of war, and the entire enemy team would hear an eagle screeching.
That sounds like it's a little OP.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I loved it, and then they changed it, and now it's just a regular thing. So now I just spam it when I die and can't get a kill. As we can see, Rob doing it right now.
Right. Yeah.
Not spamming it as much as I would have liked.
Time, we're at 50, 51, 52. 53, 54, 55, as Chad Penguin is going to have to flash away here. He got a little too curious, and as we all know, curiosity killed the cat. So
Killed the penguin. Well, didn't kill the penguin.
it didn't kill the penguin. It made the penguin blow his flash, though, which is an unfortunate start here. And now, yeah, we're spamming masteries here. Classic PMA LCS culture here. I'm really excited to see, you know, kind of like what you said about how all these lanes like end up performing, because the matchups are so pretty close. I mean, Stevan was Diamond at one point, but that was in mid lane. He is not. Wait, Iron 4 noob here. What is he doing? Is he killed himself here to get the blue buff?
He will get both buffs.
Oh my god, wait a minute. I thought Riot nerfed this.
Yeah, Iron 4 noob out here is it does not get the Gromp, but successfully steals the blue buff.
Wow. I'm actually like thoroughly impressed with the Scion mechanics there from Iron 4 noob. Nice job.
Yeah, no one on the side of FAP was pinging it, so they probably only realized after the TP came in.
Yeah, everybody from YALL is probably like, what? Or from FAP is like, what the? Where's my blue buff? It's gone.
Small skirmish coming out over the bot lane Scuttle Crab resulting in nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately,
and
no action here.
But Chad Penguin has already had to blow his flash.
I must dig.
Oh yeah, Hoagie, if you wouldn't mind maybe organizing the...
Wait a minute. Skirmish in the bot lane here. Slog unfortunately has to flash away as the Ignite came on, but it looks like Neil the Steel here might be caught out by the Elise here, as Syracuse is able to repel over the wall here, but it looks like Neil the Steel ran back into the wall here to gain some health here. Syracuse might be caught out, but lands the Sun on Karthus here. Is actually going to die here to Kane. Neil the Steel putting in work. The flash wasn't enough. And that goes first blood. Iron 4 noob here might be caught out, though, as the wall caught him. And Derping Panda is able to land the slow, but he's able to get away safely.
Yeah, Derping Panda with no ghouls to jump on the Scion, which might have killed him, but Scion is able to get out. Doesn't actually have to blow his flash there. Yeah,
Very true.
Yeah, three summoners coming out of the side of FAP, but they do succeed in getting a kill on the jungler and getting it on the other jungler. So as Neil Steel has not backed it and finally sees Syracuse.
Yeah, we have Syracuse pinging the assist me ping. He's looking for his mid laner to roam up here, but you know, Lissandra doesn't have priority right now, so it's a little hard for that rotation to happen, and it looks like it's going to fall through here. Both junglers still farming accordingly, mashing each other here on the same sides of the map.
Yeah, Neil the Steel realizing that just because he got first blood and has buffs does not mean that he can actually outduel this Elise, since he has not been able to recall yet. But Elise
Very
looking
true
for
here,
a
but
bot
it
lane
looks
gank.
like Elise is going to be coming down here for a gank. But it looks like FAP actually knows here as they are paying their jungler to come down. And it looks like Neil the Steel is going to be able to scare off Elise here.
Yeah, Neil is still walking over a ward.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate, but good calls from FAP there. That could have been a very, very bad, you know, very bad time in the bot lane. Hate this kid.
Derping Panda building up a pretty early CS lead. Not too bad, especially considering Iron 4 noob did come in with that blue buff. I guess he wasn't really able to make it as useful as he wanted to. Couldn't use that extra mana to keep the lane pushed. It's on. Well, he's starting to catch up now, but Derping Panda is able to TP right back. Which it seems like he's opting out of.
You know, with the wave being pushed up all the way to Iron 4 noob's tower, in that situation, I really wouldn't TP just because.
Panda will be walking back to a push to a lane that will be pushing towards him.
But it looks like here Syracuse is coming at the mid lane here as Lissandra does not have enough mana to stun Rob here, who's just gonna simply walk out of the skirmish unscathed.
You have no mana. Yeah, just be ready to see. Just kind of has to auto attack and watch as Rob walks away. Rob coming to his first recall with 3 Dark Harvest stacks, not too bad. The more he has, the nice it'll be when he gets his first Requiem off.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think getting those early Dark Harvest stacks is very crucial to the rune and how you play the game. I mean, just kind of like, you know, with anything, the earlier you get it, you know, the better it is. So, yeah, he's able to pick up the tier 2 6 minutes into the game. I mean, that is a very good buy as well. So he's able to stack that tier up early. Both middle laners running back to mid here, trying to eat up some of that farm. And it looks like the CS lead we talked about on top has gone away. Both top laners are roughly at about 36 CS.
Yeah, the only noticeable gold lead coming out for Neil the Steel with a 400 gold lead over Syracuse, really just the first blood gold and not much else. Everyone else seems to be pretty even right now.
Yeah, and, you know, it's really funny. You know, we said that all these lanes, I mean, their solo queue ranks are roughly the same, or their solo queue MMR is. So it's kind of funny to see how even the lanes are right now.
Yeah.
This late into laning phase, I guess, as both teams are approaching 6 here, and it looks like YALL is going to have that level 6 power spike coming to their comp.
It really will be important to watch how these first few ults are being used. Iron 4 Noob now at level 6, TP coming up soon. Just be ready to see at level 6 with TP up. Rob also has his Requiem, and Slasha has his Tempered Fate, so just wait to see how these first ults come out, especially with the first dragon being an Infernal. Both teams will really want to pick this up as soon as possible.
To destroy the curse
I completely agree. And I gotta say, it looks like we have a little skirmish up here in the top lane, but Derping Panda flashing in a straight line is going to cause him to be killed by the Scion ultimate here. Hits him square on the head. Iron remove for gathering a kill for his team. Try to close that gold lead gap. Nice job, Iron 4 Noob.
Yeah, very, very nice. Despite some early struggles with CSing, does manage to get a solo kill.
Oh, God. It looks like we have a little bit of a skirmish down here. Neil the Steel here is going to have to ult Juicy Eurydice, who also ults herself here. Sedan coming in with the Ezreal ult here, but the hard stun able to stop the fight here and disengage here. It looks like Syracuse might be caught out, though, as Chad Penguin's able to kite and kill Syracuse here. Iron 4 Noob also, I think, overstayed here as, I guess, Derping Panda was able to pick up the kill. I didn't really see what happened up there, but...
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah, a bit of a back and forth there, a little bit of a messy fight in the bot, but at the end of the day, Chad Penguin coming out with the kill, exactly who you wanted on the side of FAP.
Yeah, you know, and like we said before, you know, Chad is on one of his more comfortable champions. It's yeah, you know, for YALL, that is the worst possible scenario to happen for them, as he is able to buy a Cutlass and Berserker boots, I believe they're called. Berserkers, yeah. So a huge buy, especially against an Ezreal here, as we have another wet noodle fight here up in the top lane here. Derping Panda pretty low
right now. Both of them really churning out some damage, honestly. But Syracuse might be looking to pick off Derping Panda.
Yeah, he will be seen on that control ward, though, as, yep, FAP does ping, and they do see the Elise, who is taking the Gromp, I believe. And it looks like Neil the Steel here is going to match Syracuse, and he's looking for the engage, but he's going to be found. And it looks like, yep, the CC chain just keeps him rooted, and he goes down to Juice Me Eurydice. Very, very clean play here, coming in with the Scion knockup as well as the Lissandra CC. Very good job here coming from the side of YALL.
Yeah, Rifthold has been pulled kind of far, though. Hopefully they can maintain the aggro and not have it reset. Oh, which it does.
Oh, give me a exclamation point Joe in the chat, please. You hate to see that.
Yeah, FAP had no pressure and it was just a free rift here. They lost all the aggression.
Penguin in the bot lane here is going to go down to Stevan here, who I believe, yes, also gets killed from the Shen ult here as his heal is not enough. Saga Slasher here is going to have to flash away as Rob went down too. There's just so many skirmishes going on at the exact same time.
Yeah, Rob taking Judas VRDC down as he dies, uses the Rec Queen, tries to finish out Syracuse, barely comes out alive. But I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but the pick comp is really starting to show its strength for y'all. Rob was hit not only by Elise Cocoon, but then the Lissandra ult. He was only really able to get that kill because that AoE around him just slowly melted the Lissandra. But at the end of the day, Karthus is in a pretty good spot right. He's at 5 Dark Harvest stacks. He's building his tier. As a kill in the top lane happens.
Yeah, Iron 4 Noob getting a little too cocky against Derp and Panda here and just kind of walked right into him. And Derp and Panda was able to pop the York W, closing Iron 4 Noob off and just was able to E him for the quick and easy kill in the top lane here. But Dragon going over to Kneel to Steel, actually, and that is an early Infernal Drake, probably one of the best dragons to pick up at 12 minutes in the game, in my opinion, especially with their pink comp. I mean,
Cyan ulting back in the top lane. Derp Panda has managed to get 3 turret platings with a minute and a half left before they go down. So he's recalling with 600 gold lead on his lane opponent, but a bounty has started to grow on him.
Yeah, we got a bot lane skirmish coming in here as Syracuse is going to be caught out. He's going to try to repel the Kane ult away, but it didn't really work out here. Kind of a funky interaction here, but the kill goes to Kneel to Steel. Again, the pig comp is coming to fruition here as Saga Slasher here is down to about 20 HP here, and Kneel to Steel flash Qs for the kill. Sivan here now is also caught out here. He's going to try to get away, but it's just, again, not enough here. And that kill, I believe, goes to Vayne again. Chad Penguin now, scoreline 2-1-3, getting pretty big, as well as Kneel to Steel, who's a sub for FAP here, really, you know, helping the team out and doing a really spectacular job here, again, as a sub. Being 3-1, so very clean fighting here coming on the bot half of the map.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Saga Slasha, who's now missed 2 pretty crucial tempered fates. Those, I mean, I don't know how much impact it had at the end of the day, but yeah, it's not looking great for y'all right now, as the guys who need kills on the side of y'all are getting the kills. I mean, Karthus is just doing his thing, scaling up, getting his Dark Harvest stacks, as the Triforce is now completed on Derp and Panda. He's actually built himself up a bounty, just from pushing that lane so much.
Yeah, you know, and I definitely agree. It's just not looking good for y'all. You know, we said out, you know, when y'all's team started getting level 6, that's when we were hoping there would be some sort of global, you know, or not global, but there would be a lot more 5v5s, and there's just not. There's just been continuous skirmishes here, and it's just really hurting them here as they're down 5 kills, about 4k gold. Again, you know, y'all really is going to need to start like hardcore grouping up here, but which is going to be really hard against the Yorick here, as Sion again is desperately trying to push, but it's just not enough. Yorick is doing insane amounts of damage right now. He has the Triforce build. Yeah, just not looking good for Sion at this point.
Yeah, Sion just has to expend so much mana just to get all just to get the lane pushed. And now Kneel to Steel is here.
He's gonna be caught, and he's gonna have to flash out of the wall here.
Oh, it's the Requiem pops down.
And he goes down to Karthus all here as Saga Slash is gonna get killed by the Shen here in the bot lane, probably, which was helped by the Karthus ult here, and his ult was not timed fast enough here, so he goes down as well.
Yeah, the Scion died right as he hit the top turret. It looked like him hitting the turret killed him.
Oh, wait a minute. We got another fight here. Neil the Steel here going in for the dive here as York is tanking it, and Neil the Steel is able to ult Elise and just kills her. Also want to point out that Rip Lowly Hentai was able to ult into the fight, get the assist, help his team out. Again, a lot of global pressure here coming from fantastic anime personalities.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I was saying in Champ Select. You know, even if something does go wrong or not perfectly for FAP, they have those globals to let them clean up any mistakes they might have made. They don't finish off the Scion, the Karthus ult gets him. Syracuse gets a very, very good cocoon on Neil the Steel, but then Rip Lolly Hentai is able to Shen ult in and save him. So these global ultimates are really putting in work for y'all and making sure that they come out with as big a win as possible in any of the fights that they're looking to pick.
Yeah, completely agree with you on that. And I'd like to say, you know, again, a lot of these, a lot of the players from FAP are able to, or they're on their pocket picks. You know, we have the Shen, we have the Vayne, we have the Kane. I mean, you know, these brothers that are on these champions, I mean, you know, are hard carrying right now. We have a 600 bounty on Shen. We have a 450 bounty on Karthus, 500 bounty on Kane, 550 on Yorick. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just they're insanely fed. However, one team fight could really sway the game here and really cut that gold lead in half, as Derping Panda is 1v1ing Seavan here, who's going to flash Q. Seavan's forced to heal away here, and Arcane shift out, but pretty close here. One more Q would have killed him. Again, he's 0-2. He just does not have a lot of items, does not have a lot of damage. Not looking good for Seavan.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's interesting to think about what is actually good as a pick in a league like PMA LCS, being a more of an amateur league, not a professional league. Is what is actually the smarter pick, the non-meta picks that a player is comfortable on, or the meta picks that are consistently picked in competitive play? Because that's what YALL is going with right now. All of their champions, other than the Bard, have been picked in competitive play, especially the Scion, Ezreal, and Lissandra. But here comes FAP with the Vayne, with the Shen support, with the Yorick pick, much less common choices, and making them work because they are personally comfortable on these champions.
Yeah, you know, going off of that, I gotta say personally, I think, you know, I got the non-meta picks. I mean, if you have somebody who has 300,000 mastery points on a champion, I think for an amateur league, you should just put them on that champion. You know, if they're really comfortable and you could build a comp like FAP has, it should work out. And they're up right now, 8 kills, almost 6K in gold here. And it looks like, yeah, here we go. We have the Yorick split. While the rest of his team is creating pressure mid here, pulling the Scion away. He's probably going to have to pull somebody else away here, as Yorick is just doing insane amounts of damage for a top laner, causing Scion to be down to half health here. Neil the Steel backing him up though, looking for something, running back mid. They're just creating pressure, trying to get some towers, playing the macro game. I love it when we play the macro game here in PMA LCS. It makes it so enjoyable to watch, and I think that's really where you can learn when watching PMA LCS. So some cool stuff happening here. We'll see how y'all are able to react here. Iron 4 Noob might go down actually. Oh no, he's fine. Very low health though. Not looking good. Not able to outpush the Scion, and it looks like FAP were able to take the mid turret. And if they could kill Scion here too, that'd be awesome. And look at that. Just as I say it, Karthus ults, gets the Scion, gets the free kill here. Seavan also goes down too. It's just not really looking good here for y'all, or yeah, y'all. And yep, triple kill goes on in Vayne. Some really clean gameplay coming in. Directed camera didn't really take that fight initially. So saw the end of it. But yeah, Rafal, give me some of your thoughts here. How can y'all come together here and, you know, maybe sway the game?
mean, like I was saying, y'all has the ability to shut down FAP's team comp by catching people in these rotations using this pick comp, but then FAP has the ability to counter that with their globals. If two guys try to fight a guy who's split pushing, if two guys go on the Yorick, Karthus ults. Now they both have enough damage on them that Yorick can kill them. If someone tries to dive someone who's taking a turret, the Shen can ult and save them. So it's really rough for y'all because their comp has the potential to counter the split push, but then, you know, FAP has the ability to counter to the split push. And I mean, in general, I just don't think y'all has really shown really effective uses of pick other than the one kill on Rob. I haven't seen many instances where they've effectively layered their CC, layered, you know, Elise E onto Lissandra ult, potentially onto the Bard ult. So they really need to be looking for some sort of really smart pick. There's a lot of shutdowns they can get. They need to get a big shutdown, get a big pick, get some pressure back going for them. Maybe you get a pick as this dragon starts to spawn, pick up the Infernal. But if the split push just keeps going, I mean, the Yorick almost took the bottom inhibitor turret. If this guy's just left alone, you know, it's game over. They need to relieve this pressure.
Yeah, you know, I completely agree with that. And like I said, you know, the macro is really coming out here for FAP. I mean, they're playing the split pushing game very well. They're grouping up here. They know Drag and Baron is up, and they don't want to give any sort of objectives for free here for y'all, as they know they're down a shit ton of gold, you know, just to simply put it. You know, FAP is able to apply pressure to this Dragon because they know the Lissandra's top. So it's a 5v4 for them, and now Lissandra has the TP. Kane is able to take the Dragon away. Iron 4 noob, not as tanky as he should be here. Kane does go, Karthus does go down, but also Altier causing massive damage to all 5 opponents here. And it's just causing kills straight up across the map here. I believe that's a 1 for 3 right now in favor for FAP. Seavan's is gonna have to flash away, but it's not enough because the blue smite slows him, and the kill goes to Neil the Steel. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, a 1 for 4. I mean, this game is unfortunately effectively done now. Just me already see coming with a bit of a late TP. Slugga Slasher managing to ult the Dragon, slowing down FAP's take. But Lissandra didn't come in until after the ult was over. So at the end of the day, what did it do? So yeah, I mean, especially with 2 Infernals, this game is pretty much in the bag for FAP right now. Not too sure what y'all can do, especially now that they're trying to fight in their own base. There's not many picks you can get if, you know, you're all in one big open plane like that.
Oh, Lissandra flashing in to try to stun somebody, but it doesn't work here. Will the Steel and Derping Panda get caught by the Bard stun, but again, they're running away. They have minions on their Nexus towers, though. Y'all really has to be careful. They can't commit to a fight because of that minion pressure now, losing those 2 inhibitors. So I completely agree with you, Rafal. It's just not the best situation here for y'all. And it's kind of funny because, you know, earlier in Champ Select, Pick Ban and stuff, we were talking about how y'all had the 5v5 team comp, but we see FAP 5v5ing so well, so clean for a comp that really wasn't built for that. You know, again, it's probably because they're up about 12k gold.
Yeah, at this point,
yeah. But, you know, they're still able to do that really well, which is, you know, really good to see. You love to see that. And now, you know, the game is in FAP's hands. It is FAP's, you know, responsibility to close this game out. And if they are unable to close this game out, y'all might be able to pick it back up. They might be able to grab that Baron Seal to grab all of these bounties. I mean, literally, the only person who doesn't have a bounty on themselves for FAP is Karthus, who again...
Who did just get killed, so...
Right, but even these bounties wouldn't even make a dent into the gold lead. I mean, again, they're down 12k. These bounties make up maybe 3. I mean, that is...
Yeah,
yes, it's a lot of gold.
I feel like with how far behind they are, honestly, the Elise should have probably just went in and tried to steal it because, you know, if you give them the Baron, I mean, the game should be over. So there is only one turret level take. They have incredible pitching potential.
Right.
You know,
I mean, the
even
Yorick and
though-
Karthus alone has so much weight.
Even though everyone was alive on the side of YALL, no one was confident enough or had enough vision to comfortably try to go for that Baron steal. And I mean, the end of the game is looming over YALL right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Yorick or someone should just be going into a top or bottom lane and helping those scrimmage push in, speeding up this push a bit. But at this point,
Oh, we got a Shen, Flash Taunt, and Juice Me Eurydice forced to ult herself here. Redemption coming in here, healing up the team, but it looks like a couple people are actually going to get caught by the Yorick wall here, causing about 2 people to die, 3 people to die now here. Vayne gets the triple here. Does he get the quad, though? He's looking for it. He's the chattest of them all here. He gets the quadra. GG. Coming in here for FAP here. Great game 1. Yeah, I mean, they knew what they were.
Really great performance by every player. Everyone had a role and everyone played it right.
I couldn't agree more. I think FAP really understood what their win conditions were and played directly to them, right? The Yorick knew, hey, I got to create side lane pressure. I have TP up. I need, I can't be with the team right now, because I can TP in. I think and that was a crucial portion of their comp, right? Was having that side lane pressure, and they were able to do it. I mean, they had a mid laner who is, quote, more powerful when he dies, quote, with the Karthus, and he had the most deaths on his team, which were only 3, right? I mean, It was just a really, really good game for fantastic anime personalities.
Yeah, I mean, looking at least just at the damage graph, we do see one player on YALL doing as much damage as a player on FAP, which is Steven on that Ezreal. But, I mean, Ezreal can poke all he wants, but there is no one who can actually follow up and finish him off and get those kills. I mean, he can Q and ult as much as he wants, but there was no his team was getting any real kills there.
Mm-hmm.
With how, I mean, the guys who were supposed to be going for the picks, primarily the Lissandra and the Elise, were just so far behind. There's nothing they could do safely. The Elise unfortunately fell far behind. She got there was that whole fight in the top lane, River, where Elise got picked for first blood, and the jungle pressure after that point was really cut off for YALL. I think going into game 2, not that like Syracuse needs to like play quote unquote better, but the whole team needs to help there be more jungle pressure, help Syracuse exert his skills as a jungler, maybe pick something a little bit more effective than Elise. I don't know how much I blame the pick itself. Because within the team comp it made sense, but it just was not very effective at the end of the day.
Let's look at some numbers here. Other numbers. Look at this vision score by Ripley Hentai right here. 66 vision score. Poggers.
Yeah,
really, insane vision score by the Shen. Sorry, Joe, continue. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I think that was another, under appreciated statistic here. That vision score coming in, they were able to see the rotations, the macro play, very well. So I think having a vision score of 66 is a very good sign here from FAP that everybody did their job very well. I'm trying to paste in the chat right now a straw poll here for MVP. Please vote on it here, whoever you think MVP was.
Oh wait, there are two straw polls going on.
Oh.
And you put one for Rip Bully Hunter without Derp and Panda in it. So let's just go with the one that has Derp.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
You wrote Rip and you wrote. Let's go. Everyone, please go to the straw poll made by Chad_Penguin. I'm
gonna give mine to Derp and Panda or Rip Bully Hunter. I'm not quite sure yet, but either of those two. Because first of all, the walls are on point. Have you seen those walls? Blocking off.
And those walls were pretty on point, and I mean to the point where Sion would have to like flash out of them or ult out of them. Thought some of them.
That's a wall. You can't wall. ult out of that.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
The
because it.
wall.
Oh, okay.
The physical wall. You cannot.
Yeah, Durban Panda definitely doing a really great job at exerting so much pressure when split pushing. I mean, there was a fight going on top side, and while that happens, he just almost takes an inhibit turret, and just consistent pressure. And the thing is, not getting caught while exerting all that pressure. I think that's a very very big thing.
Hmm.
Like I said, y'all's comp very much had the ability to catch out people who were caught out split pushing. And at no point did I feel like Durban Panda was in danger from the points in the game when he was split pushing. So really good performance by him, being able to play safe, but at the same time always be a threat, always sitting on a turret, and neutralizing the Scion, which if it gets a scale up becomes unkillable. And the Scion was getting 1v1'd by the York because he was just unfortunately so far behind.
Alright.
Couldn't agree with you more on that one. Are you able to pull up the straw poll results?
I am actually. I will be.
Yeah, at the moment we see a tie for Chad Penguin and Ripple Ali Hentai. We have 14 viewers, so there had better be some more votes coming in soon.
I personally, I think honorable mention to Durban Panda definitely for those sick walls. I have to give it to Ripple Hentai for because I've seen so many of the so many ults by Ripple Hentai by the Shen just helping to dive or help protect whatchamacallit, help protect a dying ally that's being dove like picked off. Like he basically did the diving and the saving all in one with a sick vision score. I do have to give it to Ripple Hentai for that one. Durban Panda gets my honorable second mention. Sorry, Chad Penguin, you don't get my honorable mention.
Exclamation point ADC, please.
Yeah, exclamation point ADC.
Hoagie, can you post the straw poll in the chat one more time?
We now see everyone but Rob coming out with 2 votes each. So
played well though.
Rob
did
played
play
quite
well.
well. As a Karthus enthusiast, I really enjoyed his Karthus play.
It's okay, I didn't get any votes last night for my Riven play, so it's okay. And the last vote comes in, and seems like Durban Panda's actually in the lead at this point. With 3 votes.
Yeah, Durban Panda starting to pull ahead. I'll give it maybe a minute more, but
After that,
at the moment,
it's Durban Panda.
Rob in the chat, disappointing with the lack of MVP votes. You're MVP in my heart. You have the MVP Karthus skin.
And you're from Chicago.
And you're from Chicago, so you have a lot going for you, just not the MVP of Game 1 of FAP versus YALL Preseason Week 2. Sorry.
Should we just call it?
I think we should call it so we could start prepping for Game 2.
Yeah, appears to be Durban Panda.
Won first game MVP. Congratulations. Now I'm gonna be quiet again and set up for Game 2.
Cool.
Also, we gotta cut the stream.